I'm Vicki Molitaire with Synergy Mortgage Services. I'm a licensed mortgage professional. I've been working for 26 years in the industry. You know, one of the most common questions I get is, what is the pre-approval and when do I do that? Well, the pre-approval is just an accurate idea of what you can be approved for, what price range. And the purpose of getting it done is you really need to know before you go shopping what price range we can get you approved for, what payment you should expect, and how much cash to close you would need to buy that house. That's the purpose of getting pre-approved. And I'm sure if you're watching this video, you've got questions just like that. Maybe you know how much you can afford per month. Maybe you know you can pay $1,200 a month, and you need to know, okay, with my down payment, what price range should we be looking in? Maybe you've already looked and you've fallen in love with something that costs $250,000 and you're concerned that you don't have the income or you have too much debt to qualify. I could let you know today whether or not you do. That's the purpose of the pre-approval. It's a phone conversation that we typically take 10 or 15 minutes to gather up the information we need from you, to answer your questions, to determine what your buying power is. It's that simple. If you're working during the day and you find it difficult to talk, we have a secure website and we can gather the information and get started there. Ultimately, everything you tell us over the phone, we do validate by asking for some documents, but honestly, if you're interested in getting pre-approval or getting a pre-approval today, most of the questions we have, you should be able to answer without having any documentation in front of you. The questions are going to be, where did you live for the past 2 years? Where have you worked? What do you make? And if you bought a house, where would your down payment come from? Those are pretty simple, aren't they? It's a relatively easy process. We can always follow up with some documentation later to make sure everything you told us over the phone was valid. So ultimately, what is a pre-approval? What do you get in the end? Well, to make an offer on a house, if you start looking and you find something you like, you need one of these. This is a pre-approval letter. We'll issue this letter. It's a written commitment that lets the seller know that we've reviewed your credit and income documentation, we've reviewed your down payment, we've run your information through an automated underwriting system. It's not just my opinion. We actually use our technology to get you approved, and that you can purchase their home. For you, what you get is a written estimate. You've got something in writing. It may be hypothetical because you haven't picked out the home yet, but you'll get something in writing that confirms what you can expect to pay monthly and what you can expect to pay out of pocket at closing. It isn't ultimately that what you're looking for at this point. Your pre-approval is going to be good for 90 days. Yes, we do a credit check, but if you have some concerns about having your credit pulled or something in your past on your credit, call and talk to us. We don't immediately need to pull your credit. Let's talk about your concerns and we'll get to the bottom of it. Again, your pre-approval is done over the phone. It's a simple process. You probably know all the answers to the questions I have without having to pull out bank statements or pay stubs. And when we're done, you're going to have a hypothetical estimate that gives you something in writing, lets you know what to expect that you're going to pay per month and pay out of pocket. And more importantly, it gives something for your realtor to hold on to, a pre-approval letter, in case you decide to make an offer on one of those homes you want to go see. If you have questions, I hope you'll call or email me. We're here to help. Thank you so much. Have a great day.